Hello everyone, Sandey Adelajah here. Who is going to be the first person today? Bebo Green joined today. Wow, you've not been around for a long time. Justin Mayo Obiojimadu is here. Okay, Denise is here. Welcome, Obi. Anastasia, I just finished watching you and you're already here. Welcome. She is the one that invented the word, my best mentor in the whole world. My best mentor, Sandey Adelajah. We are waiting for you. Your best mentor is already missing you in Ukraine. Thank God your children are all grown up. You and your husband could move where you want. Wellington Gushu, Nkiro Jibadu, Yomi Jegede, Mofelola, Mofike de Mashu Esong, Justin Mayo. Wow, Maya Yuandi, Nikki Kristen. Wow, what a long time. Are you in Nigeria or what? Why is it that we stopped seeing you, Nikki Kristen? Have you moved back to Nigeria? That's where they don't have internet or they don't have data. Nice to have you back. I heard you had your birthday a few days ago. Happy birthday to you, Nikki. Anastasia McDonald, Shiwe Ananaba, Amy, Doris, Maya, Yuandi. Welcome, everyone. Okay, Nikki is in Nigeria. That's why I couldn't see her as frequently as we used to see her before. Samuel Olaolu. Wow, we have missed you, Nikki. Nikki Kristen. But tell Patrick now to be coming. I think Patrick is still in the UK. Let him be coming on more often. There is a big revolution here since you have moved to Nigeria. There is something now we call DSA family. And that DSA family, they are miracle workers. So they are doing wonders. Well, every day till my birthday, till the 25th of May, we are going to be having daily broadcasts like this with the Russians. Because you people know a lot of DSA and you know me through what I do on the internet. But before I started the internet, we started what we call the Embassy of God Church. And Embassy of God Church is here in Ukraine, full of Russians, Ukrainians, and all kind of Europeans here. And so that's the church. And so I'm not just somebody was saying, oh, do you? We thought you only have us. No. We have a whole life here. We have like 400 churches here in this country, and many pastors and many churches and many members, and so they also think that Pastor Sandey is their own too. Pastor Sandey belongs to them before he belonged to all of you. So they all need me too. But they want to congratulate me, and they are congratulating me with their fruits. With the fruits of their lives. They are congratulating me with the testimony of what God has used Pastor Sandey to do in their lives in the past 20-something years since I've been here. I've been here now for 24, going to 24 years, or going to 25 years actually, but the church is 23 years, going to 24 years. But the lives of people have been changed over the years, and so today we are going to introduce you to one of the heroes of Ukraine here, a young lady. She looks 18, but she is actually having a birthday today, and she is 38. You can't believe it. She's 38. But she's very beautiful and very strong in the spirit and very successful. She's a big lady in this country, in the things she's doing. So because it's her birthday today, so we decided to hear her stories, our testimony today. But then from tomorrow, we're going to be hearing people's testimony every day, 7 o'clock every day. 7 o'clock every day, there will be Ukrainians coming to just give the testimony of, what 50 years of Pastor Sunday's life means to them. And then every day too, at 9 o'clock, 2 hours later, or 1 hour after this one finishes, we are starting another one like we did yesterday. Tonight, it is also another happy birthday girl that's going to be hosting it. But what it's all about is about testimonies, about, not testimonies. The testimonies will be 7 o'clock with the Russians, but in the evening, it's going to be answering questions, all kind of questions that people would like to know about Pastor Sunday's life, about our ministry, about my family, and, any question that you people might want to know. So, but before I introduce Olena Stebeska, that's the name of the lady here today, I want to introduce you, I want to tempt you. Sorry, I cannot do that because if I do it, it will not show very well. Okay, then I'm going to ask the the birthday girl to be my secretary today. Okay, I'm going to be showing you books. I'm going to be showing you some books, but this is just pulling your legs, you understand? I'm tempting you. This book is going to be sold, first of all, to those people who are going to be here on DSA birthday. So I'm going to release like as many books as possible, maybe 50 books to mark DSA birthday. So, but people who are going to be able to buy those books will be people who will be here. So people who come for the birthday in May will be the ones to have the first taste, the first fruit, the first taste of all these books. So there will be so many books, and especially new books that you have never seen before, that the whole world has never seen before, that the people who have the first opportunity to taste those books will be those ones who are coming for the DSA family. Then the rest of the world will be tasting them, unless they buy them and bring to you. Otherwise, it's going to be coming gradually throughout the year. But we want to have 50 books for the birthday that's, going to be like special birthday release that's going to be a blessing to all the people who will come. So the one that we are showing you right now, you see what it's called? It's called Create Your Own Net Worth. Create your own net worth. Your money is temporary. Your net worth is eternal. Every man has a worth, but not every man has a net worth. So I'm sure some of you might be thinking of how to get that book. Now that's your own headache. You have to send somebody to Ukraine. Next one. Let's show them which is the next one. No, they already have this one. How to secure. Bring it down a little bit. Yeah. How to build a secured financial future. I'm already having testimonies about this one. People are writing from Canada to tell me this book has already, in fact, some people even want to, from Africa, some people have written me from South Africa, they want to start a curriculum at the school based on this book here. But this one is already available on Amazon. So if you are on Amazon, you can already get How to Build a Secured Financial Future. You can already get that one. Okay, you leave that one. I think we already released this one too, How to Regain Your Lost Years. We already released this as well. So you could go to Amazon and get your own. All these books are on Amazon and on OkadaBooks.com. You already have this, How to Regain Your Lost Years. I like what Anastasia is doing. She's doing a wonderful program for people above 50 and using this book as a handbook. Wonderful stuff. Okay, we already have this one as well, The Mountain of Ignorance. That's the one I gave out almost for free because I wanted to really help people. And somebody was telling me this story yesterday. Who is the person, or 2 days ago, that he was reading this book, and each time he reads one chapter, he would just begin to cry and shout to the Lord and cry out to God. He said, I would just be screaming screaming to God and saying, God, oh God, God. You know, so this person is screaming to God and about the revelation that is coming, and how this book will help our continent and the world and Christianity in general. The mountain of ignorance. Yep. This is another one that I'm not sure you people have. Look, take a good look. I don't think you people have this one yet. So this is to pull your leg. This is only for people who will be here for the birthday that will have the opportunity to buy it first. So the book is called Poverty Mindset versus Abundance Mindset. Poverty Mindset versus Abundance Mindset. So the first fruit, the people to have the first taste of this book will be those who will be here for the birthday. And then we will be releasing them gradually after that. But today we are releasing another book also. I'm sure you are aware of that. It's out, Why You Must Urgently Become a Workaholic. So from Monday you'll be able to buy that book. You'll be able to buy it on Monday for a discount. Okay. This one you also have it. It's Stop Working for Uncle Sam. Stop Working for Uncle Sam. Yep, this is another book that is just bringing about revolution. I had Tunde Disu, the husband of Deola Disu, talk about this book. In fact, I told him he must start a daily review. He must start a television program, live review on the book, because he was just rejoicing and he was all over the moon. The wife told me that after the husband finished reading this book, that she couldn't recognize the husband again after 30 years of marriage. Okay. Insultable Ungodliness. You already have this. If you don't have it, it's also on Amazon. It's been released for some time now. But this is book for those people who want to run, raising a generation of the provoked in every nation. So if you want to be provoked for godliness, that's the book for you, and for righteousness. Only God can save Nigeria, what a myth. Well, that's a book that Nigerians, every Nigerian need to read. But they told me that in Nigeria, people don't want to pick it up because they say only God can save Nigeria, what a myth, and everybody just avoiding it. They are running away from it. They are afraid that this book is a blasphemy. But the whole country needs to read the book. Not just Nigeria, all of Africa. United Bullshit. So? Okay. All right, here we are. So are there just two new ones that we don't? Okay, so, well, I'm going to introduce you. Let's hear the testimonies from Olena Stebeska right now about what God has done in her life since she has come to meet and to know Pastor Sandey. Добрий день, дорогая.
Добрий вечір.
От вам слово.
Добрий вечір, пастор. Добрий вечір, дорогі слухачі, глядачі. І в мене сьогодні потрійне свято.
Today I have подвойне.
Потрійне.
Потрійне. Oh, triple what? Celebration.
Yes. У мене сьогодні день народження.
I have my birthday today.
І я виступаю в програмі, присвяченій 50-річчю пастора Сандея.
The second celebration for me is that I have the opportunity to speak and to share my testimony about the life of Pastor Sandey.
І в мене сьогодні була чудова можливість відсвяткувати свій день народження в колі пастора Сандея, пастор Босі. Тому у мене таке трьохразове свято.
And number 3, Pastor Bose and Pastor Sandey came to congratulate me today for my birthday. So three celebrations I have.
І я рада бути сьогодні з вами на передачі, особливо в цей день народження.
So I'm very happy, guys, to be with you and to share my story with you on my birthday.
Я хочу сказати перше вдячність за своє життя пастору Сандею, тому що коли я народилася фізично в цей день, то можна сказати, що є відлік мого часу по паспорту. І другий мій день народження, коли я зустрілася, я стала людиною, коли я зустріла пастора Сандея і коли я попала до нього в домашню групу.
You know, I want to thank, normally you thank your parents for your birthday, which is normal, but for me, my birthday, physical birthday, is just that I have a passport, I have an identity. I was born to this world, but that didn't really mean, it doesn't mean anything to me. It didn't mean anything to me until I met Pastor Sandey. So my real birthday, on my birthday, I'm really grateful to God for Pastor Sandey above all, because it is thanks to him that my life now has taken a meaning. It has a meaning now. So my life has a meaning thanks to the fact that I met Pastor Sandey.
Пастор, я дякую вам за те, що ви путівку в життя, і завдяки вам я являюся тим, хто я сьогодні є.
So, Pastor, my great gratitude to you that thanks to you, I discover myself in life. And thanks to that, I am who I am today.
Я хочу сказати, що з цього села, в якому я народилася, нормально люди не вибираються. Тому що я народилася в селі, де живе 200 людей, і я не думаю, що я зможу кимось стати в тих умовах, в яких я росла.
Actually, I was born in a small, very small village, and from where I was raised up, nobody becomes great there. Nothing good comes out of there. And the fact that I am who I am today, a famous person in the whole country, someone that is recognized as one of the most influential ladies in the country, that shows to me that your teachings work, and it is due to your work.
І я думаю, що таких людей у пастора дуже багато. Святкуючи свій 50-й день народження, я думаю, що ви щаслива людина, і це приклад того, як повинна жити кожна людина, покликана Богом на землі.
So we are dedicating these testimonies to the birthday, to the 50th birthday of Pastor Sandey. Is a testimony to me and a proof to everybody how life should be lived. Because, when you are 50 years old and you have changed the life of so many people like me, and people like me, we are so many. Lives are being changed because of one life. So because you are living for the 50 years of your life, lives of so many thousands have been changed, just like my life has been changed. That is how we should be celebrating our life. Birthdays should be celebrated thanks to how much other lives that life has given birth to.
І, чесно кажучи, мені не віриться, що вам 50 років, тому що якщо б хтось сказав, що вам 35, я б повірила.
Pastors, I cannot believe that you are 50, really. I would rather believe that you are 35, but not 50.
І я хочу сказати, що якщо собі задати питання, хто ви взагалі як людина, як особистість, то я думаю, виходячи з вашого ім'я Сандей, знаю, що у вас було ім'я нігерійське Олорунова, то це приклад того, що Бог є на землі. І по вашому життю видно, що Бог живий, що Він не просто десь там сидить, і так, як ми привикли в наших традиційних віруваннях, тому що ви цього Бога принесли нам.
Your life, Pastor, is a proof that God is alive for real, that God is real. God is not just somewhere immobile and invisible somewhere, that is unnoticeable. But your life has proved that God is indeed alive because, and I know that your name, your village name is Olorunwa, which means God is alive. And that is true because you've proven to us that the God is alive because you brought that same God to us. And you didn't just believe in him that there is God somewhere there, but you brought him to us. Now we believe in him. Now our lives have changed because you have proved to us that there is God. Your life has proved to us that there is God.
І ваше ім'я Сандей – це Воскресіння, російському Воскресіння, так? Це теж, що ви воскресаєте, у мене такі асоціації складаються, людські долі, ви їм даєте путівку в життя.
And your other name, which is Sunday, means resurrection. So, because it's Sunday means resurrection day. So, by resurrection, that's exactly what you are living. You are justifying your name. So, you don't just have ordinary name that doesn't mean anything to anybody. You are actually living out your destiny because you are bringing resurrection to people's lives. You have resurrected my life, and you are resurrecting the lives of so many people just because you are alive. So, your name is justified in your lifestyle.
Я би сказала, що ви Ісус Христос сучасності. Тому що ви настільки розтлумачили ці принципи, які для нас були закриті, в тому числі і для мене, і в Біблії ми сприймали як просто як хід історичних подій, що вони на кожну сферу оживають, і кожна людина вже не може бути так само, такою самою, тому що при зустрічі з вами вона воскресає її внутрішня сутність, вона знає, хто вона є, вона розуміє, звідки вона взялася, своє покликання на землі, і це настільки так просто, доходчиво, що вас зрозуміє і людина самого нижчого рівня, до президента, до світового масштабу.
She's going to put me in trouble because she's saying that, pastors, for me, you are like Jesus Christ in the flesh, the Jesus that we see in the flesh. Because anybody that comes in touch with you and comes across you changes in a dramatic manner. It doesn't matter who they are. It doesn't matter the status, social status they have. It doesn't matter their age. It doesn't matter either they are from president's level or to ordinary level. You are able to bring understanding of God and the resurrection life of Christ, the Christ life. You are able to bring it to everybody that comes across you. So you are a carrier of Jesus. You are a revealer of Christ, and that's the way I see you, because you have brought that life to me. And I think that, which is what every Christian is supposed to be. Every Christian is supposed to be a revealer of Christ, a carrier of Christ, and an identification of Christ. I think that is absolutely.
І саме ця мудрість, яка у вас є, вона і доступна водночас і складна для кожної людини, і вона вас робить грандіозною людиною. І водночас, я думаю, ваша фішка – це доступність і любов до людей, що робить вас подібним на Ісуса Христа.
I think that you have the main qualities that I see in you is the love that you have, love and wisdom, and then accessibility to people. The love that you have to people is so confusing to people because people don't believe that somebody could love like that without having his own intentions. And secondly, your wisdom also is so confusing to people, but to people who want to learn. So some people, they just think you are just a complex person who is just speaking complex languages and complex things that ordinary people cannot understand. But for those who want to learn, that wisdom is exactly what transforms people's lives. Then your accessibility is what draws people to God. Through you, people are drawn to you first, and eventually they cling onto Jesus.
Якщо об'єктивно, це я сказала про об'єктивний погляд, а якщо подивитися з того боку, хто ви для мене, то для мене особисто ви людина, яка мені дала путівку в життя. Ви тренер, ви пастор, ви велика людина, і ви мені дали таке батьківське покриття, якого в мене ніколи до цього часу не було.
What I said so far is just how you are, not just in my eyes, but even objectively to the world, how you are, just objectively. But to me personally, you are my father, and you are my covering. You are the Jesus that I never saw before, I never knew before. You are the one that has given me, you have led me to the path of life. And that's who you are to me.
Я пам'ятаю, коли я послухала вас, ви говорили, по-моєму, таку фразу, яка мене зачепила і від якої я повірила, що з мене щось може получитися. Це коли я прийшла в церкву.
The first time I heard you, I listened to you, I heard a statement. Just one statement from you.
Ви сказали, що останні можуть бути першими. І ви це розтлумачили свого життя, приклад.
And that statement made me to believe that maybe something could still come out of my life. You see, most people who live in this world never even think that they could become anything exceptional. So I was just like everybody else. I never knew, I never even thought that there is anything special or unique about me and that I could become anybody unique. But when I came to you, the first thing I heard you talk about is that no matter who you are, if you are down here, I want to tell you that the last shall be the first. Even if you are feeling that you are the last right there, wherever you are, you can rise from being the last position to be the first. And when I heard you say that, it was that you are talking directly to me, just to me. And I knew that, okay, this is talking to me, so it means there is a chance for me to become somebody, to move from nothing to somebody. So that one phrase created hope in me and gave me the chance to know that I could go from zero to everything.
Тому що я була останньою, у мене були комплекси, тому що я родом з села. Я була останньою, коли я вчилася в музичному училищі, потім в консерваторії. І я думала, що я ніколи не зможу вибратися з цієї позиції, в якій я була. Тому що я думала, що розумними геніями народжуються, а в мене такого так не повезло в житті.
Yeah. You know what? Why that word especially ministered to me was that, you said the last. You are talking about the last person, about, the last being the first. And I come from a village which I think is the least in our country and one of the least, God-forgotten village. But here you are telling me that no, that I'm not forgotten. Even though it could be a fact that I am from the last of all places, but then that last can be first. Then secondly, because when I was in the university, I finished last in my class. I was the last in my class. And even though I passed, but I was the last. But so that showed me that there is nothing waiting for me in life. And there are no perspectives for me. And there is nothing great waiting for me. So, so I thought that was it for me. And then also, when I was in the conservatory is a musical university, so to say, musical academy. So, and I was the last in my class as well. So that was the state when I came to church. I was the last everywhere. And then, knowing as if you knew that I was the last, and you were telling me you from the last shall be first, I knew that it was for me.
Да, я знала, що це для мене, і це стало такою відправною точкою, звідки я повірила і почала розуміти, що завдяки труду можна стати ким завгодно і не просто так прожити своє життя.
So that was what gave me the faith and the belief that, it has not ended for me. And that through hard work I could become anybody, anything that I wish to become in life.
І сьогодні я науковець, мене знають всі в Україні. Я без скромності, що я хороший спеціаліст і професіонал в своїй справі.
Today I'm a scientist, I'm a don of the university, head of department. I'm a good specialist. I'm regarded as a good expert in my profession. I am well known, I'm famous in the Ukraine.
Я громадський діяч, я при Міністерстві культури є заступником голови громадської ради, я очолюю комісію.
I'm a social activist and an opinion leader in Ukraine. I am in the Ministry of Culture. I'm heading a committee there.
Я ввійшла в число впливових жінок України з питань культури.
I'm one of the most influential women in Ukraine according to the documents to Ukrainian statistics.
За моїми плечима проведено 29 наукових конференцій, підготовлено 100 виступів, видано 12 наукових збірок.
I have organized scientific conferences, 29 scientific conferences, 29 конференцій і
12 наукових збірок видано.
We have released 12 scientific publications.
І підготовлено 100 виступів людей на цих конференціях.
And I have, had conferences with speakers, more than 100 speakers as my speakers in my conferences.
І у мене
scientific conferences.
16 подяк за мою громадську роботу, в тому числі від органів влади і Міністерства культури.
And I've received 16 medals and thank you medals and appreciation notes from the government of Ukraine.
Да, дякуючи вам. І також я виступала на прямих радіоефірах також на українському телебаченні.
And I'm a constant guest at the Ukrainian television. I speak for Ukrainian television stations and radio stations as well.
І це я розказала не для того, щоб
The reason why I'm
похвалитися.
talking about me and my achievements is not just because to make myself proud.
Тому що цей, звідки я вийшла, коли я народилася в такому селі, і те, що зараз є, це є результат роботи пастора Сандея.
You remember what I told you in the beginning? That my beginning was very humble. And I thought I would never become anything great, anybody great. But thanks to Pastor, his work on me, I'm able to become who I became today.
І все це почалося, коли я попав на домашню групу 7 років тому. І коли завдяки тим завданням домашнім, з ретрітам проведеним, всім практичним завданням, які пастор давав, і вони таки зробили результат в моєму житті.
All this started when I went into Pastor Sandey's mentorship group. That mentorship group just turned me upside down and made me who I became today.
І це дало мені настільки правильне розуміння Біблії, Бога, здравість. Це мені дало правильне мислення. Пастор Сандей навчив мене думати і сформував мені систему цінностей.
I learned to think. I think one of the greatest things Pastor taught me is the ability to think. So I learned to think. I started to think, and I started to live by value system. I started to make value system, the godly value system, the kingdom value system, my priority in life. I started to be an achiever. I started to know what I'm living for. I became a purposeful person, and I became, a hard worker. And so all these things I gained just because I came to Pastor Sandey's tutelage, under Pastor Sandey's tutelage.
Я думаю, що життя пастора має дуже великий вплив взагалі не тільки на Україну, на міжнародну спільноту, але й на всій землі. Тому що він впливає своєю мудрістю, розумінням Бога і доступністю принципів тлумачення, принципів Божих на всю зміну ідеології і систему цінностей на всій землі.
I believe that Pastor Sandey's life is already influencing the whole world, and his life is going to influence the whole world because the things that Pastor Sandey is teaching, the values that he carries, the principles that he's unveiling, the whole world needs it. And the whole world needs them, and the whole world is in need of these things, and the whole world is going to be totally transformed thanks to these things that he's teaching the world.
Тому що пастор Сандей також розбиває такий релігіозний менталітет, коли кожна людина може стати особистістю.
So Pastor Sandey is not just a religious leader; he actually destroys religiosity. He's more concerned about you, not about religion, but about you discovering God for yourself and becoming a personality in God.
Я думаю, що це таке здорове, правильне тлумачення принципів Царства Божого, яких не факт, що є ще десь у світі можна знайти.
And that is, it's a fact. And in the kingdom of God, I don't know anybody who raises people up like Pastor Sandey, who is truly interested in people's success and people's greatness like Pastor Sandey is committed to do.
І ще його вплив, я думаю, буде визначатися тим, що у пастора є відповіді на всі проблеми в житті.
And another thing that the world will remember Pastor Sandey for is that Pastor Sandey basically has answers to all questions of life. Basically, his teachings provide answers to any question of life that you want.
Це книги його, це проповіді.
His books, his teachings.
Книги, наприклад, у нас в Україні це такого науково-популярного видавництва, як університет життя. Написано вже 300, да, пастор, книг.
Yeah, Pastor Sandey has written over 300 books.
І ці книги також є настольними. Зараз ми їх використовуємо в своїй роботі для проведення наукових конференцій. Тому що в нас в Україні є така проблема, що теми дисертацій в науковому світі, вони не мають нічого спільного з життя. І завдяки тому, що пастора піднімає живі проблеми, також доносимо на науковому рівні ці проблеми для того, щоб люди могли їх вирішити.
Pastor Sandey's books are now our main in our work. I'm working with scientists and PhD students, and people who want to become scientists and PhD doctorate holders. And we are just picking on Pastor Sandey's books. So we are writing PhD theses, and we are using Pastor Sandey books to do this.
Да, і вони є дуже актуальними, тому що насправді люди, які не завжди можуть прийти в церкву і розуміти релігійну мову, вони знаходять там свої відповіді на свої проблеми життя.
The reason why we are writing PhD books, PhD theses and using Pastor Sunday's books is because, there's a lot of people in the world who are scientists or who are students, who are in university. They will never come to church to get those books. So we just take Pastor Sunday's book, put it in the scientific language, and just write the same thing for the scientific world and students and universities.
І серед них є такі мої улюблені, які на мене справді глибоке враження, тому що актуальні всі, не можна якусь виділити окремо, але я все ж таки попробую для себе. Це такі книжки, як «Алло, я іщу проблеми», тому що вони мене...
All Pastor Sunday's books are absolutely essential and unbelievable. But the ones that have impressed me the most, that I like the most, my favorite books of Pastor Sunday's book is one that is called "Hello, I am looking for trouble," or "I'm looking for problems." Hello, I'm looking for problems. It's not in English yet, but maybe one day we'll translate it to English.
Тому що по своїй суті я була такою людиною, яка від проблем втікала. І я думала,
The reason I like this book so much is because there used to be a time I used to run away from problems, just like most people. We used to be afraid of problems and pray that we don't have problems. I used to be like that until I met Pastor Sandey.
Я їх не вміла розв'язувати. Я думала, якщо я почекаю, коли вони пройдуть, то щось само поміняється.
I didn't know that the secret of life is to have skills and to be skillful in resolving problems. But we are supposed to become experts in solving problems. But I was running away from it because of ignorance.
Але завдяки цій книжці я розумію, що будь-які проблеми, коли ми їх переходимо, ми стаємо сильнішими, і за ними криється також наша не тільки невдачі і труднощі, але й якась задача, якщо ми їх розв'язуємо. І чим більше людина розв'язує проблем, тим більше вона стає сильнішою і стає великою людиною.
Well, thanks to Pastor Sandey, I've come to understand that problems are actually blessings. That problems are blessings, that God sends and allow problems in our lives so that we become better people and we'll be able to bring solutions, kingdom solutions and answers to the world.
Тому я вже їх не боюся, беруся розв'язувати свої і навіть людські проблеми.
So now I'm working on myself, I'm no more afraid of problems, by the way, but I'm becoming an expert in resolving problems, not just my own problems, but the problems of the world.
Також мені дуже подобається книжка, яка називається «Как возродить страну и построить цивилизованное развитое государство».
Also, the book that I'm mostly impressed with is a book that is also not in English yet, is in Russian language. It said how to transform a nation, and build a civilized society, how to transform a nation and build a civilized society.
Ця книжка стала настольною для проведення наших конференцій багатьох, і мені найбільше подобається те, що завдяки цінностям, правильному розумінню принципів Царства Божого, як завдяки цінностям інші країни, європейські і Америка в тому числі, стали розвинутими.
And now, thanks to that book, these my scientific conferences that we're organizing, they are all about the value system that could change our country, Ukraine. But we are getting those value systems from that book. So that book is our main book. It's a big book, about 500 or 600 pages book, that is about how to build a civilized nation. And so that book is exactly the book we're using to build the new Ukraine.
Да, і мені хочеться, щоб Україна теж такою стала. Щоб люди зрозуміли її. І також одна з моїх книг – це є «Закон Аделаджі». Тому що я по своїй сутності...
Another one of Pastor Sunday's book that I love the most is called The Law of Difference, or The Law of Uniqueness, The Law of Difference, The Law of Uniqueness. And this book, I love it so much because...
Тому що вона мені дала можливість зрозуміти те, що інші люди різні, і якщо вони різні, це не завжди погано, як я думаю.
Because I normally never understood people's difference before. Who are different from me, it means they are bad for me. Or if people don't do the way I expect them to behave, I think they are not okay. But now, thanks to this book, I've discovered that when people are different, it's not that they are bad, they are just different.
Та, і ще є одна книжка, ще дві, є ще правильна і неправильна реакція.
There is another book that Pastor wrote that I really love. It's also not in English yet. It's called The Right and Wrong Reactions.
І ця книжка також мені...
By the way, if some of you are here and you want those books to be read, all these books to be in English. By the way, all these books are already translated. Most of these ones she mentioned, they are already in English. But I just need somebody. But I want to actually release them by my birthday. But I will need somebody who will be able to, in the next 10 days, finish the book and help me to correct it. It's already written in good English, not Google translation. Not bad English, good enough English. So if there is anybody that is here right now that is willing, that could take the next 5 to 10 days away or even faster to help me read some of this book, please write your name right now on the comment and say, Pastor, I would like to take a book and maybe you even know the one you would like to review or you like to correct for us. So if you want to correct any book for me, you want to help me edit the book, it has to be as fast as possible. In the next 10 days, that is the latest. So if you want to help edit some of the books, please write it right now and say, Pastor, give me a book. Let's mention the book she has mentioned. The first one is that, hello, I'm looking for problems. So if you want to edit that book, write it. If there is another one she mentioned, the next book she mentioned is how to build a civilized country, how to transform a country and build a civilized nation. If you want to edit that one also, please write to me right now. We'll send it to you because that's a bigger one. So we need about 10 days to be able to finish reading it. Yeah, the next one. The next one is The Law of Difference. That also is in English. So all these books are already in English, but we just need somebody to put them in proper English so that when we translate them, you will not complain. Then the next one is the right attitude, right reaction, and wrong reaction. And the next one is about questions. Why asking questions is more important. I don't think the last two ones are there in English yet, but the first three ones are there in English already. So if you are interested in seeing the books in English language, as fast as possible, write to me right now or write right there in the comment right now. We'll send it to you. Okay, Michael Babs Oje Labi says, Pastor, I would like to help edit how to transform and build a civilized nation. Okay, we are going to send that to you. And then you have to do it. Because that's a book that's about 500 pages. You have to do it in 10 days. So we'll send it to you as fast as possible. Justin Mayo said, I'm interested. Okay, we'll send another one to Justin Mayo. Yes. Justin Mayo is another person. So we have 2 books now that could be done in the next 10 days. Since and then Iyanu also says she would like to. Iyanu. So we have 3 people now. So we have 3 books that we could edit. If you are still there, if you are interested, we have some more books in English that you could edit for us. So if you are interested, please write your name there. Yep.
І ці книжки ми читали на домашній групі, тому що я назвала тільки декілька із них, а кожен місяць ми читали по 3 книжки, і ми писали уроки, ми писали, що ми будемо робити з тими уроками, які отримали, і вони формують також внутрішній стержень і сприяють для того, щоб людина стала особистістю.
And we were in the home group with Pastor Sandey in the mentorship team. And in that mentorship team, Pastor demands from us to read at least 3 books a month. So any option. So, we are reading a lot of those books. We are working on them and we are changing our character and our worldviews.
І я також рекомендую вам їх і писати, перекладати, тому що вони також вам дадуть зовсім зміну мислення і зміну характеру, і ви вже не залишитеся такими, як ви були.
And I want to congratulate those people who want to translate the books or edit the books for Pastor Sandey, because while you are going to be editing the book, you will change so much. You will discover that there is so much change that will be going on within you. Deborah Cole also wants to.
Це щодо книжок, а також у мене є ряд улюблених проповідей пастора.
Let me now mention my favorite messages of Pastor Sandey.
І я також хочу повторитися, що вони всі супер і не можна якихось виділити, але ці, які мені могли зразу мене вразили і вирішили, мої відповіді на мої проблеми, до них належить, у нас був такий піст, як
I want to say first of all that Pastor Sunday's messages are impossible to say one is better than the other. All of them are unique, all of them are so wonderful, and it's just impossible to say this one is better than the other. But my own favorite are one.
Це піст, как быть здесь и сейчас.
How to be here and now.
И как всегда оставаться в осознанном состоянии.
How to live a conscious life.
Тому що в мене це було великою проблемою. Я не могла дуже довго концентруватися на якомусь одному виді діяльності. Мої думки були в різних параметрах.
It was my big problem. I never knew how to be here and now. My thoughts were always everywhere before.
І я не вміла концентруватися, і в мене в житті це мене тормозило, мої якісь результати. І коли пастор нас вчив бути, що тут і зараз практично можна бути, незважаючи на те, що ми їх там вчили і в аспірантурі, і в вищому навчальному закладі, це як теорію здесь і зараз, пастор це нам практично розтлумачив, що це, вже я така сама не залишилася, як я є, і це мені пришвидшило мою ефективність і результати в житті.
This ability and the skill to be in the here and now and to always live a conscious life changed my life totally, absolutely. It affected my life in my school, it affected my work, it affected my education, it affected my teaching profession, it has affected my social work, my political work, everything I did, it affected it, and I became more effective like 10 times than ever before.
А також моїм улюбленим таким вченням є аналітичне. Ви також його чули англійською мовою, у нас воно було раніше, а англійське ще більш додало його конкретизувати, систематизувати і просто задавати собі питання і розуміти, яка причина, які можуть бути наслідки від того, що я роблю.
Pastor Sandey has not yet conducted the teaching for you in English on how to live a conscious life and how to be here and now. It's a wonderful teaching that you should all believe God that Pastor should conduct for you. But he has done it for us. But the second teaching that is my favorite of Pastor Sunday's teaching, he has done for you too. It's called the art of thinking. The art of thinking is, is revolutionary. And you know that already because you have gone through it.
Да, тому що це я переконалася по своєму житті, що це дійсно саме складна робота, яка може бути в житті. І якщо її навчитися, то це полегшує жити і досягати якихось результатів. Це мені допомогло і в роботі, і в громадській, і в особистісному, і в характері, і в мисленні.
Another thing that has changed me greatly, the art of thinking, the ability to think and analyze and things that that has affected my life in every area of life, and it has made life easier for me. But I've discovered that it is one of the most difficult thing for people to do, to think. But now, thanks to that skill, I am a new person.
Також одною із моїх проповідей є така, яка мені теж дуже допомогла на початку мого християнського життя, яка називається «Завою свою побєду віри». Один раз у мене була така історія, коли в мене було підвищення в університеті, і мені обіцяли це підвищення, а потім в останній час сказали, що я вже все, що я не підходжу. І я цю проповідь знайшла в інтернеті і слухала її дуже багато разів. «Завою свою побєду віри». І те, що я прослухала, мені так укріпило мою віру, що десь за тиждень часу також керівництво поміняло свою думку, і я таки змогла попасти на цю посаду. Я не здалася, це помогло.
I remember when I wanted to become the head of department in my university. There were so many other people, dons, who were competing for that position. And it was like they didn't give me any chance. It's like I didn't have any chance. So I went to the internet and I got one of Pastor Sunday's messages about faith. Faith for victory. Faith for victory. Oh, when I listened to that, my faith just exploded. And I just went. I stood my ground. I believed God. And I knew I was going to get the position. And by the time I went to the school the next week, everybody, the head of department and everybody there just changed their mind. And they took me and didn't take all of the other people that they had said were better than me before.
І я також ще хочу додати, підсумовуючи, у нас ще час є, чи вже закінчується?
Не.
Є, да? Я хочу сказати конкретно, за що я вдячна пастору, які мої життєві результати.
I want to thank God concretely for very factual things. I want to mention concrete things that for which I'm grateful to Pastor Sandey for.
А завдяки пастору я позбулася страху публічної думки.
First of all, thanks to Pastor, I no longer fear public opinion.
Тому що
I got set free from public opinion.
Тому що ми живемо в такій пострадянській країні, де не можна виділятися, скажімо так.
Because in our country, people don't like people who are, who are upstarts and who are visible.
У нас навіть фільми радянські показують, що там в Ленінграді, в Москві, в Києві там однакові квартири, однакові планування, однаково ми ходили в школу в однаковому одязі. І тому це сприяло на формуванню такої заниженої самооцінки і взагалі мало і говорити, навіть не тільки виділятися.
So this is part of our past communism, where everybody needed to be equal. So they wanted everybody to be equal, and you have to have the same house, the same car, So that's why when you try to be original, you become the enemy of everybody else.
Але це таку новизну, таке новшество пастор Сандей вніс в наше життя і в українське, і моє в тому числі. Тому я вже зараз не боюся висловлювати свою думку, що вона абсолютно не відрізняється від інших людей.
But the ability to be different from everybody else, to stand out. Stand out is what people don't like. But pastor taught us the opposite, that you must stand out. If you are not stand out, you are not counted. If you are not standing out, you are not different. You must be different and you must stand out. It is Pastor Sandey that introduced it to our country and to my life in particular.
Завдяки пастору я також змогла знайти себе в житті, тому що живучи і маючи освіту, і в тому числі вищу освіту, я завжди відчувала себе нереалізованою людиною. Я не могла якось, відчувала, що в мене потенціал є, але мені чогось не вистачало, не вистачало, щоб його назовні вирулити. Мені не вистачало, я тепер розумію, що людина, яка б могла повірити в мене і могла б зрозуміти мене. І завдяки пастору я знаю, що я стала і могла зайнятися улюбленою справою, там, науковою роботою. Я закінчила дисертацію, отримала науковий ступень і почала допомагати людям. І друге, це я в культурі теж змогла себе реалізувати як культурно-громадський діяч.
So another thing that I'm thankful to Pastor for is that, thanks to him, I found myself in life. I found my path. I'm able to become everything I became. I became a social activist, a leader of a pressure group leader, an opinion leader in the country. I became a professional. I became, a lecturer in the university, the don of a university, and of a department in university. And, thanks to pastors leading and training, teachings.
У мене змінилося мислення. Я почала думати конструктивно, аналітично. Це одне із самих головних, що пастор навчив думати. І думати здраво також. Оцінювати тверезу ситуацію. І при тому, що поєднувати і духовні знання із життям. Тобто не робити якихось крайностей ні в релігію, не просто в якихось фізичні справи. Тому зміна менталітету завдяки мисленню, яке у мене помінялося, також почалися і результати в житті.
Another thing that I thank God for Pastor Sandey for, I thank God for Pastor Sandey's life for is the fact that Pastor Sandey taught me to think. I think there is nothing more important than thinking, the ability to think and think well. And because he taught us to have common sense. Pastor Sandey taught us to use our brain. Pastor Sandey taught me not just to be religious and not just to be superficial and not just to, be either just religious but to be a Christian, but Christians who use your mind.
завдяки пастору я стала впевненою в собі більш. Раніше я була дуже невпевненою людиною, яка боялася елементарно на публіці висловлювати свою думку. Я практично не говорила. Завдяки пастору групі я почала виділятися і взяти фрази докупи, тому що я, по суті, була музикантом, а там особливо говорити не треба було, тільки грати.
So thanks to pastor, I became self-confident. I became more confident in myself. I began to speak publicly. Before, I never used publicly. I was always afraid of the crowd, even though I was a musician. But I was always, you can sing, but you can play, but you don't necessarily need to talk. So I was not talking. I was always afraid of speaking or talking publicly. But thanks to pastor, I'm delivered.
Я також навчилася ставити цілі, їх досягати.
I've also learned to achieve my goals. You know, it's one thing to have a dream, but to turn it into goals and achievable goals and achieve those goals, well, it's only pastor that taught us.
Я також навчилася, що завдяки труду, упорному, тяжкому, і якщо ми його не боїмося, можна досягти любих результатів.
I've also learned from pastor that hard work is one of the greatest wealth, and that through hard work you can become anything in life.
І таким чином життя передбачуване.
So he has also taught me that life is predictable.
Тому що є причинно-наслідкові зв'язки. І якщо ми робимо щось, ми трудимося, то ми обов'язково і це системно робимо.
So now I can plan my life. I know what result to get at the end of the day.
А також пастор Сандей навчив мене заокругляти всяку свою діяльність на результат. І думати на результат, і робити швидко. Тобто планувати час і бачити кінцевий результат і трудитися.
Pastor also taught us to be pragmatic. Not just to do things, but to do things only that will bring concrete result.
Тому що ми живемо в такому світі, де більшість займається поверхневою роботою, вона більш на процес. Люди
Unfortunately, in our world, people are just going through the process. Most people just go through the process. They don't really, measure their lives by their results. But Pastor has taught us to measure our lives by our results.
Пастор Сандей також навчив мене тримати фокус і ставити правильні пріоритети.
Pastor has also taught me to be a focused person. A focused person that lives according to priorities, his priorities.
Також концентруватися і бути ефективною людиною.
Pastor Sandey has taught me how to use concentration and focus to bring out effectiveness in your life.
І таким чином, завдяки пастору, в мене появився порядок у всіх сферах життя. Вони стали гармонійно поєднані.
Thanks to pastor's teaching, I have order. I begin to value order, and I have order in my life right now.
І я хочу сказати, що мені повезло.
I want to say to the whole world, I want to announce to the whole world that I'm the most fortunate person on the earth that I came across Pastor Sandey in my life path.
І те, що мені сьогодні 38 років, я можу сказати, оглядаючись назад, що мені не стидно за своє життя.
Right now, I am no more ashamed to say I'm 38 years old. I'm no more ashamed for the result I have this 38 years of my life, because this 38 years of my life has totally changed me, and I'm proud of the result that I have through this my life span on earth.
І про такі швидкі результати я навіть не знаю. І також я згадала такий випадок, коли ми працювали над лідерською школою першою, і ви нам давали таке завдання, як ми бачимо себе через 5 років, через 10. І те, що я написала через 10 років, що би я хотіла зробити, я це вже зробила все ще раніше.
So I never knew that I could have such a fast results. But thanks to Pastor, I never seen somebody attain such results in such a short time. But, I thought in 10 years' time, maybe I could have some of these results. But I already have all what I dreamt of having.
І я вам за це дякую, тому що навіть якщо б я померла сьогодні, то я вже не боюся навіть.
Even if I die today, even if I I'm no more afraid of dying. I'm already so proud of my life. I feel so fulfilled, just thanks to the principles that I've been taught.
І дякую вам за те, що ви мені дали путівку в життя.
Thank you, my pastor. Thank you for giving me direction in life.
І що я вже точно не пропаду, тому що завдяки
Now
стеженню,
I know how to be successful in life. Thanks to those your principles you have taught
завдяки
us.
принципам, завдяки цим знанням, які ви дали, я можу спокійно розбиратися в житті і вирішувати якісь завдання. І ваша частина у мені живе, це точно.
You are living in me, Pastor Sandey. You are living in me. All your principles are living in me. And I am continuing your work. I am continuing your life.
І навіть ще мені більше повезло, що сьогодні в свій день народження це, напевно, саме більше такий подарок від Бога і від вас, а що я можу тут сидіти і ділитися своїм свідченням іншим людям.
And I'm very happy, and again, I'm very happy that today is my birthday, and I'm able to share my old story to the whole world on my birthday.
Вот, і це квіти, я сьогодні.
This is my flower that I got from Pastor today.
Вони мені під колір підходять.
Just the same color as my dress. So thank you so much. Happy birthday, Alona. Let's wish Alona again happy birthday today for our wonderful testimony, for our wonderful life, and for our proud life. And thank you because you are a proud student of Pastor Sandey, and I'm very proud of you. You are a great hope for Ukraine and for the kingdom of God. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
So, well, that's for today. And in the next 1 hour, I'm coming back with Pastor Nkiru. She's going to be asking questions. So if you have any questions right now, you better ask those questions now. Ask your questions, get them together, think about them. You don't have to write them here. Write them when Pastor Nkiru comes online, when we come with her. It's going to be a different program there. It's not about testimony there. It's about asking questions to Pastor Sandey. Any kind of question that you want to know, what you want to answer, then we will answer those questions, especially questions in regard to Pastor Sandey's life, Pastor DS, the 50th birthday, and all those process of what we're going through right now. So have a wonderful evening, everybody, and in 1 hour's time, I'll be back. God bless.